Hello, I really like to review Takstar gear, first of all because it's the company that created few really interesting headphones, but also because Takstar is a famous OEM manufacturer. They create microphones, headphones and other gear that they sold under their own brand, but also they create gear that is sold by other brands for the higher price. And sometimes reviewing Takstar products you can see the particular similarity with some more famous brand models. But today I will talk about the pretty affordable creation. It's Bluetooth model ML850. It's basically affordable budget model with price below $100. Actually, I see this model under very different prices. I've seen it for $90. I've seen it on some sales for $65. So price is somewhere below 100, but I'm not sure which one is exact price and which one is current. It was created some time ago, so it's not the most modern in terms of features, but still Takstar tried to add as much features here as possible. So let's have a closer look. And package is simple. Nice black and white polygraphy, looks attractive. So Qualcomm aptX codec is present, NFC for easy pairing, and 10 minutes of charging, last for 90 minutes of listening. So basically good figure. I didn't test it, but I think it's true. Here what you will get inside, and on the back side they also listed some additional information. So Bluetooth 4.2, not the most recent version, but for the full-size headphones it's okay. Supports aptX and AAC, so will work both with iPhone and Android. Unfortunately no LDAC and other codecs, but probably they didn't fit in this price tier. Supports two-device connection, NFC, soft ear pads, it's true, and up to 25 hours of music. So yes, you can expect somewhere about 20 hours or so. And quick charge is once again listed here. As usual, under this outer package we can see the inner box, and in the box there is a case and short manual. But who need manuals? It's for losers. And nice case, so nothing super fancy, but accurate and done nicely. Smaller than they are usually done for the Bluetooth headphones, so it will occupy a bit less space in your backpack or somewhere else. But it's protecting headphones, so it does its job. Here we've got accessories, so cable to use them in wired mode and even with remote control, so nice touch from their side. Also USB for charging and airplane adapter, the most useless accessory ever. And of course headphones themselves also present in the case, and even a picture showing how they should be folded in the case. And a bonus bag of silica gel. So here they are, pretty simple in terms of design, nothing super fancy, but done in a pretty practical way. Mostly plastic, but in the headband there is a metal spring, so they create to be reliable, maybe not super sturdy, but reliable. Nice fixation of size. There is this clicker to properly adjust the size. Headband is soft, really soft leather and folk. Of course not the real, but nowadays probably it's a good thing to protect the nature. Soft and properly distributing weight. Also they have a nice properly adjusted clamping force. They stay on head reliably, but at the same time not trying to squish your brain out. You can fold cups flat to carry it on your neck. You can fold them inside to occupy less space. So all that features that you can expect for the modern traditional headphones. Ear cups are average in size. They made of plastic, but They're not gathering too much fingerprints, so really practical. Ear pads are soft, they are not the biggest, so my ears touch them on top and on bottom, but thanks to this super soft material with memory foam padding, wearing is comfortable. Of course, your ears will overheat with time, but it's typical for the closed back headphones, it's something that you can expect. They have a pretty nice passive sound isolation, so it will be okay for the noisy street or for public transport, but of course in subway or on the plane it's better to have active noise cancellation. And what else I can say about them? Build quality is normal, so no big scratches, squeaks or something like that. On this ear cup there is a socket to connect it in the wired mode. Here as usual you will get 3 control buttons. Middle works as on-off, play, pause, voice assistant and so on. And plus minus for the volume, and here is LED indicator, micro USB for charging and microphone hole. So don't expect superb microphone quality, I will do the test, but I don't think it will be superb. When you turn them on, they speak in perfect Chinese. I'm not sure is there international version or not, but from another hand, it's just something like power on and power off. They have a really good connection quality, up to 10 meters with some thin wall. They hold connection nicely, but it depends of course on the source also. And they have pretty low delay of sound, and background noise is also not loud, so in this aspect they are done nicely. Work time is close to the declared, so basically simple, minimalistic, plastic, but done, for me, I think for this price it's okay. Here is the traditional microphone test. I am recording this part of the video using the headphones of this model. They are on my head, so it's their natural position. I won't apply any gain correction or equalization to this part of the video, so it will give you a basic idea of how the microphone sounds. And of course about the sound, this model surprised me a little bit, because actually Takstar decided not to go in traditional way. When I'm getting something full-size Bluetooth and affordable for review, I'm always expecting something like, okay, it's warmer sounding, it's bassy, but it's okay, because on the street bass is lost due to outer noise. And they have a simplified treble, they have recessed treble, of course it's expectable because they are targeted towards mass market, but actually not the case for these headphones because they don't have super boosted treble, super boosted bass, it's a bit accented but not that much. And they have a pretty noticeable treble, so they are sometimes even on the brighter side. Usually I'm reviewing some cheap Bluetooth headphones, I'm saying something like that. Of course, it's not a model for the audiophiles, and actually this Takstar is also not for the audiophiles, but they are pleasing and they are much more entertaining than traditional headphones on the market. Unfortunately, I didn't test many Bluetooth models. There are tons of manufacturers like JBL, Skullcandy, many. Marshall is pretty popular in the ex-Soviet Union. Of course, it's not the original Marshall, it's just the brand sold to some Chinese manufacturer. But anyway, so there are a lot of models that I didn't try, but out of the full-size models that I've tried, this one is pretty fun, and what I like, they are emotional. But let's have some player on the table and let's talk about the sound step by step. They are also, I must admit that they are pretty loud, at least at my scale of loudness. They can, even at the half of volume, they are somewhere beyond my comfortable level, and at the maximum volume you can throw some small party using them as a Bluetooth speakers. Not loud, of course, but still they can deliver a lot of volume, so be careful. Actually, take care about your hearing and avoid the maximum volume of this model. But if you like, you can. And actually, on the top side of cups, there is holes, there is openings. There are openings, probably that they play their role in sound tuning, and probably it's just the holes for pressure relief, and that makes low frequencies less dominating and treble is more present. But it's just my assumption. I won't say that I'm 100% right here. Anyway, bass is, for this price and for the Bluetooth headphones, it's good. I won't say about the price and about the Bluetooth, but keep in mind, of course, it's not as good as in wired models, and of course, it can be compared with more expensive models like, I don't know, like Sennheiser Momentum, for example. But still, bass is nice, slightly accented to give a pleasant amount of presence, but at the same time pretty tight, impactful, and actually not bloated, not super boomy. But when it's necessary, it can deliver a good amount of impact. It has a normal depth, actually best possible for the Bluetooth, but of course aptX is limiting the depth of Bluetooth, depth of bass, of course, by a particular measure, but still deeper layers of bass is present. I tried my traditional test track Tempest by Juno Reactor, and that low frequency rumblings are present. But as an example, today I want to use Musica Nuda, Spina Dorsale, because this model is playing pretty nicely with acoustic instruments and acoustic double bass, sounding pretty realistic. Of course, with the correction that I mentioned before, but still pretty nice. And mids are of course also simplified due to lossy compression, and they're not trying to be super detailed, but still resolution is nice and mids are present, they are not shadowed by the bass, and actually that's already a good result. And what is fun here, they highlighting the macro dynamics and they highlighting emotions, so it's a pretty dynamic boosting model and emotionally boosting, and actually it sounds pretty fun. Not always realistic, but Bluetooth headphones are not about realism in general, but this model lies to you, but it lies in a pleasant and fun way. Imaginary stage is slightly above average both in width and in depth, but actually depth layering is surprisingly nicely done. Width is okay, not super, but okay, so like in Chernobyl movie, not great, not terrible. But actually closer to great a little bit. They have a pretty normal weight distribution, and at the same time they're not washing away small details. They're not super nitpicking, of course, but it's logical for the Bluetooth headphones, because it's silly to create nitpicking Bluetooth headphones. All that you will hear is just artifacts of lossy compression. So anyway, they require some nicely recorded material, but with something poorly recorded they will at least not highlight the problems. And actually, as an example, you can see I will tell you another secret, it's my most favorite Metallica track, so if you think so too, just hit like. Okay, I'm kidding, you are free to hit like or hit dislike or do whatever you want. For whom the bell tolls, of course this model lacking a bit of definition to play guitars at 100%, but still they doing the job nicely, and actually drums sounding pretty forward and impactful, and I like that, it's really energetic, as well as vocal. And actually also all that cymbals and percussion sounding pretty nicely thanks to the a bit boosted treble. And speaking about the treble, so it's not the model for those who are sensitive to the high frequencies, because they have high frequencies boosted. and actually boosted slightly above average. Not the most brightest model, but for the affordable Bluetooth headphones it's on the brighter side of things, and actually I like that. It's fun, it's adding a bit of airiness, it's adding a bit of sparkle, but if you're sensitive to treble, maybe skip this model. But if you'd like if you like treble when it's present, it could be a really good model. Extension is average, once again unfortunately because of Bluetooth compression, but still they trying to deliver them with a normal resolution and proper attacks and decays. Not super realistic, but at least for basic overtones and basic treble they're doing a nice job. Wired connection actually improves treble extension a little bit, so in wired mode you can get a bit more extended treble. And as an example, Robert Plant cover for the Darkness, really like this song in Plant interpretation. And there is a guitar that goes to the high frequencies area, there is percussions, and all that stuff requires some proper treble, and this model delivers that. Not super realistic, but still, you know, it's a matter of proper expectations. Don't expect something stellar, and this model will surprise you in a pleasant way. So, here is their sound. Nice resolution, pretty impactful low frequencies, slightly accented, and a bit more accented treble. I like this tuning, maybe not something stellar, but actually I'm looking for some models in the affordable segment, even not wireless, even wired ones, and besides actually other Takstar models and super lux, not that much of choice here. Speaking about the conversions, the only model that I remember in similar price range, it's Mi Audio Matrix. They have active noise cancelling version for a slightly higher price. They have that cinema mode that improves sound, but actually the tuning is a bit less splashy on the treble with a bit more technical mids. They cost more, but they offer a bit of additional features. So, can't compare them with anything else, at least I can't recall some other Bluetooth models, but this one is pretty pleasant, so I was surprised in a positive way. Still not the audiophiliac, but actually good improvement over general models that is present on the market. So thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and of course have a nice day.